Hey fellow Atarians. This video is dedicated to a friend named Shin Hiasashi, who passed away on January 18th of this year from a fatal brain hemorrhage. I knew him for 15 years. We lived on the same island in Japan for a time, a little island called Okino Erebu, and this video is dedicated in his memory. So I dedicate this to you, my good friend Shin, the Rice Patty Daddy. As I said in the opening, this video was scheduled to be released this summer. It was a video that I was going to show my good friend Shin, who died this January. He was an avid spear fisherman, and I had an Atari game that was about spear fishing, and I was going to show it to him. However, with his passing, I've decided to bump the other projects I had for January aside and put this video first in his memory. You may have noticed something on my shelf in some of my videos. And today we're going to be reviewing that. And that is the Atari Flashback 2. Now, I don't play ROM or emulators. I'm not the biggest fan of plug-and plays, but the beauty of the Atari Flashbacks is sometimes they include rare prototypes from the 83-84 game crash. Games like Save Mary, Aquaventure, there's a frog kind of eating fly kind of game, or games like Fatal Run, which are rare prototype things that are very hard to find. They include some games that are either unreleased or are really, really rare. This is the only way for most of us to play some of these. You may have seen this in my videos, and so we're going to look at a game of the Atari Flashback 2. This is the cute and tiny Flashback 2. Pretty awesome, right? It still has the ports on the back. It has the power, reset, the difficulty switches, and select button. You have two controllers. There is a special paddle emulation built into it, allowing the joystick to function for the Pong game. Which I don't find works as well, but... And here's the tiny little power adapter. However, once again, it has the famously short Atari controllers. So remember, you will need to get yourself some extender cords if you want a little more extended play without having to have it sitting on your lap. Super Cable by Innovative Technologies is the one I have. It fits beautifully in a heavy sixer. It fits in the Flashback console. However, it doesn't fit in the 4-switch as well. The game is called Aquaventure. You're the world-famous treasure hunter on the trail of Calico Blue's sunken pirate ship. Recently, your salvage crew has discovered the location of what it thinks is Calico Blue's treasure based on his last known coordinates. Discover what the ocean depths hide as you dive to retrieve the hidden treasure before your air runs out. Avoid the sharp coral reef and defend yourself against fish, seahorses, and underwater creatures with your spear gun. It was made in 1984, you know, the 83-84 game crash era, by Atari. However, due to Time Warner selling the Atari company and all the company basically profits just crashing down, the game was put in the vaults and never released. And it wasn't released to my knowledge until the Atari Flashback 2 in 2005. So this is the first we have got to see of it. Shin, this is for you, buddy. Let's play Aquaventure.
The turtle on top of the screen indicates your air supply. As it moves closer to the sign, your oxygen supply is running low. Remember, as you go down, if you shoot the larger fish, they turn into smaller, more agile fish that are much harder to shoot. I tend to prefer waiting to shoot the fish as they come back up. and only shoot fish if they're directly in my path, keeping me from getting to the treasure. Your goal in the game is to get to the treasure at the bottom of the screen and get to the top, where you find a mermaid. Upon contact with her, she takes you to the surface and restores your oxygen supply, taking you to the next level.
It's one of those games that's a true arcade challenge and a test of your abilities. You know, red fire button and a joystick. Only need one button to play video games. I love the beeping sound of the, going to the depths, the classic, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea sound. Now each time, the depth of the ocean increases, and I'm shooting at seahorses. Yeah. Giant lobster. The game gets progressively harder. The jagged edges of the side of the screen imitate the coral perfectly. Well, once again, no pause button, but hey, at the time of the 2600 there was no pause button. It wasn't until the Atari 5200 that they had pause. Atari invented the pause button. Remember that. Basically, when the fish are smaller, they're faster moving, so it's like trying to dodge traffic. Mermaid! Good question to ask Shin. If you ever find a mermaid underwater, I could have asked him that one. Maybe would have loved to have done that. Been a pretty mermaid underwater. What if Shin were a spear fisherman hunting fish around the bottom of the ocean? I don't know. That's a cool concept, right? We'll go with that. Come on, Shin, we'll get to the bottom, we'll get that treasure. Yeah! Come on. The treasure, come on. Okay, just right Fatty Daddy, alright? Well, that was Aquaventure for the Atari 2600. Played on the Flashback 2. An unreleased game from Atari's Vaults from the 83-84 era. It's an amazing game, and I really like it. And more importantly, it's dedicated to a truly amazing person. Shin Hiasashi, or his full name was Shin Hiasashi, was an amazing man. The kind of guy who gave you the clothes off his own back if you needed it, kind of guy, you know. Whenever people went to visit the island or stayed there, whenever soldiers would come there to go fishing with him, he just let them stay at his house free of charge, cook them meals, never ask anything in return. He was that kind of guy. And there seem to be less and less of those people these days like that, who are just kind and do nice things for people. So I'll always remember his kindness. I'll always remember his mellow, just easygoingness, his creativity, his skill at making spear guns. I mean, he was such a good craftsman. And he was just one of those people that is once in a lifetime. Now, me being a Shinto Buddhist, I hope the spirits of nature welcome him to the ocean he loved so much. And should he be reincarnated, I hope he comes back as the person that I bump into again, so that I can once again share memories with someone as amazing as that. He has a Facebook page, Shin Hiasashi at Facebook. If you want to know more about him, I recommend you go there. Just look at the kind of stuff he posted. He was always a funny guy. The last post he made when he was live was about a video of a belly dancer with talent. I mean, he just posted funny stuff all the time that made my day. In the middle of some of my reviews you may have seen last year, when I took my breaks, I was watching and reading Shin's posts on Facebook because they always gave me a smile. And they got me through the most stressful times, or when I was trying to edit something that wasn't working right, or had to go reshoot something. When I was there editing, I'd occasionally pull up the Facebook and watch his posts, and they just really made me laugh and make my day just a little bit better. So it really brightened up the hardest days for me. And now I won't have that anymore. This is the first video that I'm going to be making and editing without being able to look at those posts and see the humor that made the world just a little bit brighter and made my days a little bit better. So, Shin, you'll always be the Rice Patty Daddy, and I'll never forget you. And I won't let anyone else forget you either. I'll make sure people know who you were, what kind of person you were. So, go to Facebook, Shin Hiasashi, and just learn about him. He's just somebody I think worth knowing. And this one's for you, Shin. I'll miss you. This has been my dedication video to Shin Hiasashi and my review of Aquaventure for the Atari 2600 played on the Flashback 2 as an early prototype. So, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe. I'll have my regularly scheduled videos coming out next month. I just had to take care of this first. When you subscribe, you'll be seeing lots more classic and retro awesomeness. I also wanted to announce that my Facebook page is now up and running. You can look me up at Facebook / The Cartridge Gamer, or also have the link in the description box, and also, of course, YouTube, The Cartridge Gamer channel. Or also contact me on Twitter at The Cartridge Gamer 1. That's number 1. So contact me that way too. And thank you for watching. And Shin, I hope somewhere out there you're watching too. This was for you. Well, this is Sancho the Cartridge Gamer. Signing out. Game on.